yeah, this is the best time to record ever because, let's see, Hall & Oates came on my Pandora. And this stuff happens all the time on my Strokes radio, and I don't know how, but I'm so happy. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys a quick update on what I'm going to be working on, or what you'll be seeing Tuesday completed, hopefully. I got the suggestion from Goomba Police to do Yoshi's Island keychains, and he specifically mentioned Raphael the Raven. So I just wanted to show you the pattern I made really quick for him, because I don't think I've ever really shown what I work off of. Sadly, this isn't really normal or typical for me. I don't usually work off of a pattern. I usually work straight off of the sprite, even if it's 16-bit, if it's small enough. I usually just count each pixel out and figure out, you know, where to stitch on the fabric. But for Raphael, he's all black, so it's really, really hard to see. If this was just the sprite, it's really hard to count how many pixels are in here. So, I just wanted to show you that, and I mean, eventually I guess I'll do a tutorial if you guys are interested on how I make patterns, if I am going to make them. But in general, all it is taking the sprite sheet into Photoshop, blowing it up properly, and I mean, I know people have other methods for it, but I just hand draw grids over the sprite itself, because all I use it for is to help me properly count out how many pixels are in the sprite. But if it's, you know, multiple colors, it's usually easy enough that I don't need the pattern. And then also I wanted to show you the larger project that I'm going to be working on. This is Zeke from Zombies Ate My Neighbors, and this is a pattern that just a project that I've been wanting to make for literally years. I mean, I've been doing video game cross-stitching and crafts in general for over 3 years now, and this is one that I've been wanting to make since the beginning of everything. I mean, look at this dude. He's rad as hell. Man, he was all 3D before 3D was cool. But yeah. So this piece is gonna wind up being pretty freaking huge with the extra cloth around it, because the stitching area in general is gonna be, I think it's like 8.5 inches by 5.5 inches, so the piece itself is gonna be huge, but then having the extra space around it, I think I calculated it's gonna be about 12 by 9, so it's gonna be really huge, and it's probably gonna take me like 2 months-ish, maybe? I don't know. It's gonna be a while. He's huge, but... And speaking of making patterns for stuff, ironically, how much bigger this sprite is, I'm not gonna need a pattern for this guy, because, I mean, you can tell, it's gonna be pretty easy to count out how many pixels are in each color and stuff, so him I won't need a pattern for, ironically, but this little dude, hell yes. So yeah. Also for Raphael the Raven, I'm going to be documenting, at least with photographs, but probably, I don't know, if it's interesting enough I'll record it, but it's going to be a pretty small project. But for a tutorial for how I make keychains in general, because that's, I mean, it's really basic, the method I have for making them now, so I'll document that for you guys if you're interested in trying to make them yourself or whatever. And then also, let me know what you guys would be interested yet again in me making. Oh, I also got the suggestion to make Pokemon badges, which I actually have in the past, but I made them out of mini Hama beads, which I'll do a tutorial for using those too eventually, but they're just kind of brittle for using as actual pins. So the method I actually have for making keychains is the same method for making pins and stuff now. And they're really, really durable, so I'm going to make them the same way as I make the keychain, really. And I should have a few of those made by Tuesday as well, and I'm going to be starting with the Kanto region. So, yeah, I'll eventually make them all, but I should have a couple of those made by Tuesday. And like I was about to say, whatever you guys have in mind for me making, please let me know, whether it's project or video game, because if it's left up to me, it's all gonna be Earthbound. So, which isn't really a problem, but I've made so much Earthbound stuff as it is. I would just rather make what you guys are interested in making, or having me make. So, let me know, and I will be seeing you guys on Tuesday, where you'll, at the very least, see this guy made into a keychain, and some Pokemon badges, and you'll see the start of Zeke, but it's probably not going to be much of anything, so, yeah. Anyway, see you guys on Tuesday. Bye.